This right here needs to go in a museum. It needs to be archived or something. This needs to go up for every child in the world to see that this level of ignorance still exists on the planet.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're listening on Anchor, thank you for fucking with me. Hopefully y'all, I continue cranking out content for y'all. Everything's kind of been on hold since coronavirus as far as Anchor is going, but I'm trying to stay on top of news. It's just, with me, I'm one of those people, I like covering stuff that interests me. So if it doesn't interest me, even if I know it's gonna get a lot of clicks and views, I really don't want to talk about it. But I'm gonna try to be more open. That was one of my New Year's resolutions. Be a little bit more open as far as stuff that I'm, or not New Year's resolution, but 5-year plan, you know, with trying to diversify. Sometimes I wanna have to talk about stuff I really don't care about. This, however, does concern me. So this video has been floating around at research. This video has been around for 5 years. It was posted April 4th, 2015. So it is old. I doubt the person in this video has changed their views, but it is old. It is 5 years old. Why it's resurfaced, I don't know. I first saw it on Lovely T's Instagram. She had posted about it. I did watch the video already. I've watched Chrissy do her breakdown of it. That's her view of it through the lens of a dark-skinned woman. I wanted to give my view through the lens of a dark-skinned man, light-skinned man. So, with that being said, I've already done my reaction to it. I did have to do the reaction editing a little funky because the app that I used got the audio, but it didn't get the visual. But then I was like, okay, instead of just getting upset, like I always do with these technical malfunctions, let me just go on Video Shop and put the video in, time it right, so the audio and visuals are going together. So that's why the edit is a little funky, but it's not much of a reaction because, like I said, I've already seen the full video. I just want to come back and give my perspective. So I will allow y'all to watch the video real quick. I didn't say much, but like maybe 3 or 4 things, and I spoke at the intro and the outro. That was it. So real quick, here's me reacting to the video, and now let's go ahead and get this thing started so I can give y'all my response and let y'all get on with y'all's day / early morning if you're watching this now. All right, you guys, so here we go. This is the video. Brace yourself. It's a bit much. All right.
Get personal, my nigga. Look at your daughter and look at my daughter.
Okay.
Whoa. No, for real. Look at your daughter and look at my daughter. Fuck that. Look at our baby mamas. Your baby mama black. My baby mama strapped, light skin, cute as shit. Your baby mama's this. That means pop. You're a rapper. Your daughter's features gonna be ludicrous. Now, when I tell you this, I'm not trying to hate, but every time I put up a picture on Facebook of my daughter, she get like 500 likes. Every time you put up a picture of your daughter, she only get 8. I hope that little bitch learn how to fight, because you and her look alike. Her life gonna be hard as shit. Your daughter gonna be hard to want. My daughter gonna be hard to get. Your daughter gonna be hard to duck. My daughter gonna be hard to hit. My daughter gonna be called my daughter. Your daughter gonna be called a bitch. Your daughter gonna grow up.
Hey, chill. Let him rap. Let him rap.
Hold that shit. Hold it down.
Your daughter gonna grow up black, tits on flat, and be saggy in the waist. She gonna fucking suck every nigga that give her attention. And after she do, they gonna say, sadly, I need my space. She gonna be getting bent over in them Bent Harbor backwoods getting trains ran on her. And when you ask her where she been, she gonna say, Daddy, it was a date. Your daughter gonna have high insecurities and low self-esteem because she grew up with a gap and look like daddy in the face. Your daughter gonna be a little broke bitch. She gonna do anything for a pair of Reeboks. Your daughter gonna be a little broke bitch. She gonna do anything anything for a pair of Reeboks. She gonna say, tie me, and I'ma watch her suck 60 of our men nuts in seconds. She's a G-shot. Then she gonna meet me. I'ma kidnap that bitch. Drag her by her hair. No, drag her by her hair. Then bitch slap that bitch. Put her out on the strip. I don't give a fuck if she's 6. If 30 niggas give me $30, then she's sucking 30 niggas' dicks. Bitch, your daughter gonna know what brain is before she know what a brain is. Your daughter gonna know what a train is before she know what a train is.
Chill.
I'm gonna make sure every nigga on earth don't have to plan it in order to drive a spaceship in their anus. Your daughter gonna suck a lot of dick as a child. She gonna know how to put the head in her mouth and turn it all the way around like an owl. That bitch's nickname gonna be Wow, cause she gonna be the only clap slut bitch in Ben Harbor that can blow a nigga's head off and he walk away with a smile. I'm gonna make that little bitch whore for me. When I step out the bed, your daughter's head gonna be the floor for me. I'm gonna make her fuck the little niggas on my block just so they walk to the store for me. She probably try to run away to Mexico, that's cool. I'm gonna have my goons check her for the king and drag her back across the board for me. Watch what you say out your mouth. Don't get it swollen, Rock. You already risked your life battling me in my city. Don't get it stolen, Rock. When I dump them in my boat and drive up Lake Michigan, guess what I told the cops? I'm innocent, officer. I was just throwing rocks. You lost round 1, you lost round 2, you lost round 3, and you a damn clown. 5 words after this for this bitch. Go sit your ass.
Well, there it is, you guys. Black excellence. Yeah, let's get to my response. All right, real quick before we get started, I forgot to promo it earlier, so go cop that fuego. Pro-black is not anti-white. Told y'all in the Easter egg video I should have worn it on that one, but I got y'all now. So here you go. You got a little Jesus pose right there because I died for y'all sins. Let me relax. All right, that was too much. All right, so y'all see it. All right, okay. Boom. Just want to get that out of the way. Shameless plug. All right, you guys. So I'm back. Shameless plug. Had to insert that real quick. Keep up on your water. Hydrate. All right. So my thoughts. They're kind of everywhere. I'm trying to remember from the beginning. I've watched it so much, but tried to push it out of my brain. Because like I said, this video to me was really, really disturbing. First of all, I understand the origin of battle raps. I told y'all, I don't know if I told y'all because I've refilmed this a couple times, but if you don't know, I'm a musician. Check my resume. I've been on iTunes since 2018 of February. I know about rapping. I know about the competitive aspects of it as far as being a competitive sport. And I know how things get. I had somebody diss me. What was it, maybe a year and some change ago? I didn't come back and do it last year on New Year's Eve. And I'm like, bro, that's what the fuck you're focused on New Year's Eve? But at any rate, that's another story for, well, no, I'm not telling that story. Let trash be trash. So at any rate, I've been dissed before. Wrote a couple disses myself, you know what I'm saying? It's not exactly the same as the arena of battle rap, because that is more so quick on your feet, witty. And while I am good at that as far as like being argumentative, debating and stuff, I can't freestyle. It's just, my ADHD won't allow it. But I am very familiar with battle rap. I've watched a few of those myself. I know they can get pretty cruel and harsh. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here in particular, this was unnecessary. It was unnecessary. It disgusted me to see black men and women partake in this, because I heard some women in the background, and you know, women, they'll show up to the show to, you know, cheer on the guys and shit, you know. And, you know, maybe the guys get to take them home after if they win. I don't know all the ins and outs like that, but I know there were women there because I could hear them in the background, and there were men there rooting the dude on. Or both of them on at one point, because, you know, I had to scroll to find the video. With that being said, I think, I really don't know where to start. There's so much that disturbed me about the video. For one, the fact that this is a 6-year-old girl he's talking about and this rapping about. This is a 6-year-old child. Anytime Somebody talks about a child on reality TV. Y'all lose y'all fucking minds. And this my thing. It doesn't even have to be you're talking about their child. It could be some shit like, oh, you're talking about the father of my kids, so therefore you're talking about my kids. And it's like, no, bitch, I'm talking about your baby, your shitty ass baby daddy. Your parents ain't shit. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? It could be some shit like that, like the whole Shawnee O'Neal, Jennifer. What's Jennifer last name? Shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Jennifer with the context. But she's pretty. I ain't gonna play her like that. She's pretty, but I don't know. You know what? We're not gonna even do that. We're not gonna do that. At any rate, Shawnee, Jennifer, basketball wives. Oh yeah. Shawnee was like, don't be talking about my kids, da da da, this and the other. And it's like, if I recall, she was talking about the father of your kids, not your kids. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. I wouldn't even go as far to say that's like, oh, okay, they're cousins or they're sister and brother, but they're not twins. No, that's just not the same thing. You can come from ancient parents and, you know, be the shit. You know, that was a weird analogy, but the whole situation, and I've seen that play out a couple times on reality TV. But when that happens, y'all lose y'all shit. So I don't understand why people are trying to make that, or actually, no, I do understand. You know what I'm saying? I do understand why people in this system, in this instance, are trying to make excuses for why this was okay. And the thing about colorism is, it is a societal, systematic structure. You know what I'm saying? And it's been passed down. This is not shit that it's been passed down. So it's not always a conscious thing. You don't always realize you're doing it. But my thing is, when you know better, you do better. The same way. And the thing is, my thing is, women with black men, they know what it is, then they don't know what it is. Or they know what it is, but they don't have a name for it. Or it's all the white man's fault that they are like that. That cannot be your excuse forever. The same way it can't be black women's excuse for not loving their hair. You have to find a way to love your hair, groom your hair, get to know your hair. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing that, you know, as I'm sitting here, I have these conversations with people in my circle, and I'm realizing, you know, slavery wasn't abolished that long ago, you know, as far as hair care within the African American community goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in the 70s, you had, you know, pro-black, you know, power and all this, you know what I'm saying, afros, black power, you had all that going on. But, you know, relaxers just kind of seeped in there. You know what I'm saying? And they slowly became popular. If you speak to a lot of women nowadays who are in their 30s and 40s, for their most part of their lives, their hair has been relaxed. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think hair is the only thing he didn't touch on in that freestyle, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, he did. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to get back to what I was saying. But I'm not, and then we're going to get back to the whole video because this is kind of off topic. Now, I'm not sure if I called him right. Let me know down in the comments below if you notice this. But he said, I'm going to drag her by her hair. And I think, what I think is, because I wasn't paying attention to the first motion, but I think he did this, and then I think he did this, because, you know, there's a myth that dark-skinned women cannot grow their hair, since he's talking about a dark-skinned child. I think he did this. Now, I'm assuming he did this at first, you know, as if signifying or symbolizing she has a lot of hair, but then he took it back and did this. Because, you know, people say dark-skinned women cannot grow long hair, especially dark-skinned women with the 4C hair. You know, I'm not really talking so much about the Justine Skies. I'm talking more like the Amarla Negras, you know what I'm saying, who she does have long hair, even under the wigs. But with that being said, I think he did that. I wasn't paying attention, so I cannot be sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what he did, you know, which is why he repeated it with this little motion. So at any rate, going back to what I was saying though, if you speak to a lot of women, a little up in age, or in their, well, I don't want to say up in age, 30 and 40 is not old, but 30 and 40, in their 30s and 40s, they will tell you that for most of their life, their hair was relaxed. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are 30, and some of them were 28, you know, or 35 when they were just starting to learn how to deal with their natural hair. My mom herself, she started her natural hair journey in 2008. At that point, 2012. That was 12 years ago. She would have had to be in her 30s or something. You know what I'm saying? Around her 30s, low or mid 30s. So And that's the reality for a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? Which is why I don't believe in pushing. I believe do what's right for you. In a perfect world, I would love for all of our women and men, because men do get perms and relaxers too. But I would love for all of us to love everything that's natural about us. But at the end of the day, we don't. We don't. Men and women alike. And situations like this do not help it. You know what I'm saying? There are just as many men under these weight loss ads and, you know, these teas and these shakes and weight loss, all that shit. There are just as many men under them as women. And then there's men clowning the men and women doing it because they're mad, because they don't have enough confidence to try to do shit themselves. You know what I'm saying? Trick Daddy himself said that, I believe if I'm not mistaken, he said he had a waist shaper, or he tried on a waist shaper before. So let's not be judgy. You know what I'm saying? We all have insecurities. We are all insecure at one point or about something within our life. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this man has a color complex. And for him to sit here and talk about another dark-skinned man as if he is not the same shade as him, I don't understand that. Y'all probably, if I'm not mistaken, they have the same features. So I don't understand how this man is ugly, his daughter is ugly, but you're not. And your daughter isn't gonna have to put up with a half of ugly, because your alleged light-skinned baby mama is cute. Which a lot of these light-skinned baby mamas that y'all fetishize, just like the white women y'all fetishize, they are the most basic looking women. But then again, you're low-hanging fruit, you're low-hanging trash. So I mean, I don't expect you to be able to pull a Zendaya or a Miss Mulatto. I don't expect you to do that. But with that being said, at any rate, back to the video. We got a little off topic there. This is probably going to be like a deep dive, so it's going to be a little long. But with that being said, so like I said, there's obviously a complex issue there. This is the child we're talking about. But then again, our children don't get to be children. And in specific, the dark-skinned women or dark-skinned girls, they're not afforded that luxury of being looked at as a child. And I don't understand how this can translate well. Like I said, when it's white supremacy to blame, Tamir Rice, you know, when it's situations like that, kids, black male kids getting shot up and police brutality, we can understand. You know what I'm saying? It's, oh, our kids aren't allowed to be kids, this and the other. But when in situations like this, y'all have every excuse in the book, and I don't fucking understand. There's no difference. There's no difference. In fact, this is worse. This is worse. This is a black man doing this to another black child. Sorry, my low battery popped up. This is a black man doing this to another black child, which is therein gonna create, or could possibly continue the cycle of dark-skinned girls feeling like they ain't shit, they're never gonna be shit. And all this, oh, you get self-love from yourself and validation from yourself. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I need people to stop being disingenuous. Everybody gets validation from somewhere, whether it's being the cream of the crop when it comes to colorism, AKA light-skinned women, dark-skinned men, or if it comes from your family, it comes from your, you know, significant other, it comes from your friends. Everybody gets validation from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I completely understand. If you're on top of the hierarchy, that's like the king of a monarchy being, you know, sharing his, literally, when I say sharing, I don't mean like, oh, let me give the little scraps of stuff that I got or money that I got. That's like Jay-Z saying, you know what, everybody just come stay at my house while we got Corona going on. You know what I'm saying? Or here, let me just throw out, you know, billions and millions of dollars, you know, to, perfect example. These celebrities, instead of raising money for charity, you know what I'm saying? That's like them just paying their money. Them just paying and donating with their own dollars. Who the hell wants to do, let's make it a charity, let's have everybody contribute. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand you're at the top, you want to keep yourself at the top, right? Whether it's finances, whether it's colorism, whether, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the mindset, but this particular hierarchy is destroying our community. That's not good for us. It does not benefit us in the end. And even with the promotion, like I said, the promotion being jaded in y'all's favor at this moment, because the thing that y'all don't understand is when you have a kid, there's a 50-50 chance you'll pop out a girl or a boy. And so all you men cheerleading to light-skinned babies, you're gonna keep popping out light-skinned sons. So you're gonna slowly contribute to your own erasure. That's what your self-hate is gonna do. Because you're gonna pop out kids that you're gonna pop out sons that look like me. You're not gonna pop out girls that look like me. Well, you know what I'm saying, with the woman's physique. But that's what's gonna happen. So you're gonna contribute to your own erasure. Sorry, it's kind of funny. I don't understand where the lines are not being connected at here. Yeah. Nonetheless, there's a 50-50 chance you're gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? Most dark-skinned men want a dark-skinned daughter. No, sorry, that was a fucking lie. That was a terrible lie. A dark-skinned son and a light-skinned daughter. And this word preference, I think when talking about colors, it just makes me hate the word altogether. Like, take it out of the dictionary, throw it out. Because a lot of times it's an excuse. You know what I'm saying? If you ever sat there and really thought, why do I feel this way about this certain amount of people? Why does race or color have anything to do with why I like a person? Think about that. Really pull yourself out and think about that. Because like I said, colorism is not really, for most people, it's not a conscious thing. They don't even know they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now this man, he obviously knows what he's doing. He even went into featureism. He brought up his daughter's features. So, again, the same features he has. If I'm not mistaken, both of them got a Negro nose. So I don't understand. And what's wrong with it? I want to know. Please tell me. But with that being said, this freestyle. All right, sorry y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know if y'all caught it before. I tried to throw a little effect on, so maybe it would have shifted to the next video, but a little snot came up. Had to get that out because mucus buildup. Coronavirus is one of the symptoms. Not in this house. So, with that being said, like I said, hydrate. Get the mucus out. What was I going to say? And I needed to plug the charger in anyways because this bitch is dying on me. Oh shit. Just put that right there. Alright. So, where was I at? Oh yeah. So I'm trying to make sure I get down the list. 6-year-old featureism, the hair motion. Let's get into the pedophilic vibes. I think that's the one that we can end off on. I think we can end off after that. But the pedophilic vibes. So it's bad enough that he was talking about a 6-year-old girl, but then he moves back to the girl, and he starts talking about. In fact, I don't even think he ever got off the girl on that point, or throughout this last few minutes of the video. The part that we reacted to. But if he did, he came back to her, and he said that when she grows up, she's going to be a slut, a whore. She's gonna suck 30 dicks for $30, and she's going to. It's a girl he's talking about, by the way, when she grows up. Basically, she's gonna suck a lot of dicks. She's gonna be sucking dicks, and she's gonna tell him that it's dates. It's just very, very disrespectful, and I'm so disgusted on so many levels. Like, for one, I understand, battle rap culture, like I said earlier, but like if this was me, I used to think, you know what I'm saying, I need to work on my freestyling, and maybe battle rap is a path that I would look into later on in my career. But of course, with coronavirus going on, ain't nobody huddling up in no circle. Well, not this black nigga, not this nigga. y'all can do that y'all own dumbass. I seen somebody the other day, 30 cars deep in their house because they're the house on the end, and they have a big front yard because the rest of it is just trees. And then there's a hotel all the way on the other side. So they looked up having all that yard space, but there was like 30 cars out there. Y'all gonna be coughing. So at any rate, dumbasses, niggas, can't stand them. But yeah, not this nigga. Not gonna be a no battle rap circle no time soon. But with that being said, I was looking at that as an avenue, but after watching this video, cause I don't even got a child, and you will be on the floor with the level of disrespect that this man showed. I don't care what the topic is. He will be on the floor, and so will his teeth. They will be separated though, and this is it. I don't like that was too much. That was too much for me personally. Now, if you in that that battle rap field, that's fine. do you, I respect it, but that couldn't be me. I'm very more evident, clear, more clear on it now than ever. That's not for me. Now, BET want me to do a cipher, I'll come out with something. But I'm not doing it. So, at any rate, back to what I was saying though. I understand the harshness and the cruelness that come with it, but I feel like kids just kind of, don't touch the kids. Don't touch the kids. And then if you, like, I know we all sit here and have lighthearted banter about, like, you know, oh, somebody's baby is ugly. Then it's like, you know, oh, you just say, oh, you know, or oh, he look just like his dad. You know, we say little things like that. And, you know, fuck them kids, you know what I'm saying? We'll joke around, talk about kids. But that's kitchen table talk. You don't bring kitchen table talk, and I think a lot of black people do this. They bring kitchen table talk to places where it's not acceptable. Now, this, what he was doing, that was not kitchen table. No, this was some other level shit. This was self-hatred at its finest, colorism at its finest, and you can't say it's not self-hatred. He looks like the black people, the very black people he is talking about. He's living vicariously through his light-skinned girl and his mixed whatever daughter. Assuming that she's even, you know what I'm saying, didn't get all his pigment. Because a lot of times the men that do bullshit like this and say bullshit like this or think like this, karma comes back to bite them in their ass. And although I don't wish, like for instance, I see people saying they wish Hazel E has a dark-skinned daughter. I don't. I don't want to put a dark-skinned child through Hazel E and her boyfriend. Now, he might be a nice person. He's not the same one that she went on the rant with. But then again, birds of a feather flock together, and look who you got with. So, with that being said, I don't wish that on any dark-skinned child. But look at Gilbert Arenas and Laura Govan. Both known colorists. Laura Govan did the whole bullshit on that show with Tiffany Pollard, and she had told Jennifer Williams, there we go, Williams, that's her last name. She had told Jennifer that she wished there was more light-skinned people on the cast, and then Gilbert Arenas has come for Lupita's beauty twice, if I'm not mistaken. Or more, could have been. I know I addressed that in one of the videos. I'm not sure if I still have it up, but I know I addressed it definitely. And it's like, and I found often that the men that do this, the funny thing about this, two ironic things. Either one, they look like Gilbert Arenas. Or two, they end up having dark-skinned kids. Girls at that. Because like I said, I refilmed this a couple times, so I'm not sure if this made it. Sorry, I do say that quite a bit. Most dark-skinned men, they want a dark-skinned son, they want a dark-skinned son, and a light-skinned daughter. So, so they're okay with having a dark-skinned man, or dark-skinned kids. Those are fine. Or dark-skinned boys. Those are fine. But in Gilbert's case, he has dark-skinned daughters. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, dark-skinned daughters. I can't remember about Neo's kids, but those are just a few people who have said color marks in the past. I don't know if Neil Berg has any kids, hitmaker, whatever he's going by nowadays. But at any rate, and he's light-skinned, so there we go. He's not, light-skinned people are not exempt from being colors. You know what I'm saying? So by no means am I saying you can only be dark-skinned men and light-skinned. Nobody's saying that, so don't put those words in my mouth. With that being said, let me circle back to the conversation though. Often it is these men who, like I said, ironically, either they look like Gilbert Arenas. I really don't have to say anything after that, just look at him. If you're not familiar with that, who that is, look up Ice Age, and you know what? Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fight fire with fire. Just know, just look him up, and you'll know why I say it, and then just pause and look off. Or they end up having the same daughters that they talk shit about. Daughters with the same skin tone that they talk shit about. But nonetheless, that's assuming that he has the quote-unquote good-haired mixed girl, daughter. But the pedophilic vibes, like I said, towards the end, they were the most disturbing for me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should ever talk about a child when they grow up in their sexual advances or their sexual future. That's just disturbing all in and of itself. And the thing that disturbs me the most is whenever this happens, like on reality TV, and not even near the level that what he did. But you can say something about somebody's baby daddy, and it's like, oh, you're talking about my kids. No, that's not the same thing. But yet y'all will drag that person like they said shit that he has said. And my thing is, I haven't seen anybody, with the exception of Chrissy Lovely T. There's this one YouTube girl I'm about to watch. As far as any big name celebrities, because those people, they are celebrities in their own right, I will say that. You influencers, let's say that. But I have not seen any black male influencers or celebrities speak out about this. You know what I'm saying? The same ones who are, they're here to bash Serena Williams. They're here to bash, I just forgot her fucking name. Issa Rae. They were here to bash Issa Rae when she made the joke about black women going to Asian men. So you know what I'm saying? They're here when it's at the expense of a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Or when Snoop Dogg is talking about black women wearing their natural hair to Ari Lennox, who wears her natural hair like 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? They're here to be that blue check mark and laugh and, you know, put fire emojis and ha 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 ha. So true, man. Yeah, you tell them. You know, they're here, but when shit like this happens, it's crickets. I don't understand. I don't fucking understand. And don't get me wrong, obviously by the scenery of this video, I'm not trying to paint all black people with one brush, not even all dark skinned men with one brush. By the scene of this video, it was giving me gutter rat. It was giving me gutter rat. And that's not even, I don't even feel the need to justify that. Just look at the people, look at the content, look at what they're laughing at. Nobody thought that was wrong. And I understand herd mentality. I understand you're around a bunch of people. Maybe somebody in there was uncomfortably laughing just to fit in, but by the looks of it, no. Everybody was having a good old funky time at the expense of somebody's 6-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I think the takeaway from this is we have got to do better. Granted, this video is 5 years old. Maybe he's changed his way of thinking now. I honestly doubt it. With the vileness, the way he went at her. You know what I'm saying? You would have thought she fucked his girl or something. And if that was disturbing for me to say, for the 6-year-old to have been fucked his girl, then just go back to his video. So, at any rate, yeah, Chris Rock said it best. There are niggers and niggas. I'm gonna stand over here on the nigger side. And we'll put that video over there. So, with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all thought down below. That was a lot. This is a deep dive. I had to get all my feelings out on that. And thoughts, and I felt like I needed to say something, you know what I'm saying, as a part of my platform. I don't see a lot of black male YouTubers talking about this in the future. They may, who knows, it's still young, it just happened not even 24 hours ago, but I don't see a lot of them talking about this. When it's time to point fingers, white supremacy, black women, they're there. But when it's time for us to be accountable for us, it's me a lot of the times. So, y'all let me know what y'all thought down below. I will catch y'all on the next video. This quarantine, I know this quarantine got me in I don't give a fuck. Because I know YouTube ain't seen my natural hair since like 2018. And I'm about to get this shit braided up in like 2 days. So, yeah, 2 days because today is Tuesday. So, yeah, that means I need to get my ass to sleep so I can be ready to work in the morning. Make that money back from getting that hair done. If not, I get it from your auntie or your mother. After I, you know, let me relax. So at any rate, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all thought down below in the video though. Are y'all surprised? What do y'all think the solutions are to colorism? You know what I'm saying? Do you think we'll ever see it be eradicated in our time? You know, what's the time frame that you think it may take to get rid of it? You know what I'm saying? That provided we make it through Corona and all the rich people don't start a war against the poor people or middle class people. But with that being said, let me not fearmonger. Y'all let me know what y'all thought down below, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace.